Hi everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Raluca. In today's video we're going to talk about a Christmas palette by Sephora collection. It's the Wild Book palette, this one right here. This palette is from the Sephora collection, Christmas collection, which by the way I feel like it's much better than last year's collection, especially the palettes, because I swatched the palettes in the store and they feel so much better than the ones from last year. Good job, Sephora collection. By the way, if you're new here and if you're into makeup content, I suggest you press the subscribe button down below. I upload videos every Monday and Friday and it's all makeup content. If you want to see me trying out the Wild Book palette by Sephora collection, then just keep on watching. Firstly, this whole palette retails for about 25 euros. Here it has all eyeshadows and here it has face powders, contour, highlighter and blush, and also it comes with two brushes. I feel like it's a very beginner friendly palette because it has all that you need in one palette. The price is not that high. Sephora collection in general doesn't have really high prices, especially considering the fact that you have face products and eyeshadows all in one. But we're going to see how these perform. I'm going to start with the contour powder, blush and highlighter because I've done my face but I haven't applied those, so I just have foundation, concealer and powder on. So I'm going to take this contour powder and try to sculpt my face with it. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm going to use my Morphe M405 brush for contour and I'm going to pick up this contour shade. Oh, I kind of expected this to be lighter, but yeah, the pigment is quite good, I'd say. And it also seems to be blending really nice. I'm going to layer it up a little bit, so I'm taking a little bit more product. This also has kind of a neutral undertone, which I can appreciate because it's not very orangey, but it's not cool toned either. I'd say this is neutral. So I'm going to contour my jawline as well. Also a little bit on my forehead. Yeah, the contour powder works pretty well, I'd say. I really like how it applies. It's not patchy, it blends beautifully, it looks gorgeous on the skin. I'm going to use a smaller brush like this. This one is from Morphe, and I'm also going to contour my nose. I'm doing a little bit of shading underneath the nose. And also contour the sides by drawing two lines and keeping them really close to each other. Another line here, parallel to the first one that we did, to kind of give the illusion of a pointier nose, let's say. I'm also going to do a little bit of lip contouring by shading above my top lip and under my bottom lip. Next, for the blush part, I'm going to use my Sigma F10 brush and pick up this pretty blush right here. This looks like such a natural, beautiful color, but let's see how it looks on the face. So I'm applying it a little bit above my contour and keeping it pretty further away from the center of my face. This is pigmented. At first I was like, I can't see anything, but then I saw everything. Why do I always end up with more blush than I need? I'm not mad though. This looks really beautiful. Again, it's not patchy or weird. It is pretty pigmented though, so you gotta be careful on how you apply it. And I'm going to add a little bit on the tip of my nose as well. Just whatever is left on my brush. I'm looking really blushy right now, but it's going to balance out in the end, especially after I add the highlighter. Okay, now for the highlighter I'm going to use a Sigma F03 brush. I feel like the highlighter looks very similar to this shade. I'm curious to see if it's the same thing. So the highlighter feels a little bit different, it feels a little bit softer, but they are quite similar though. Oh, I feel like the highlighter is a little bit more goldenish than the eyeshadow. Okay, so I'm taking a little bit of that highlighter. Let's see how this goes. This looks alright. Not my favorite highlighter, but it's not bad or anything. It reflects the light beautifully. It kind of enhances texture a little bit. Just a tiny bit. It's not really bothering me, but it's not ideal, let's say. I'm applying a little bit on my chin as well. Cupid's bow. Bridge of the nose. So it's not really that smooth highlighter, because after I tried their mono highlighters, the shimmering face powder, I had really high expectations because that one is really good. I'm going to take a smaller brush like this and highlight the tip of my nose just to keep it looking small. So just tiny dots here on the tip of my nose, and I'll also highlight my inner corner and brow bone. Although I feel like in the inner corner I'm going to add something a little bit brighter. I'm going to be using a little bit of setting spray to set everything in place before moving on to the eyes. And I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus. Get my hair out of the way. I kind of want to try out the brushes too, but what do I use this for? It says on it that it's for face powder. What? How am I supposed to powder my face with this? I can maybe powder my under eyes, because it kind of fits in this area here. And the other one is for eyeshadow. I'm going to try this little guy, I think. Okay, for my eyeshadow, I really want to use these mauvey tones here because they're really pretty. So I'm going to start with this shade, and I'm going to apply that with a Morphe 507 brush. I think this will go in my crease, I think. Yeah, sure, why not? I applied some concealer on my eyes, so I'm not going to go in with any other primer. Let's see. This is promising. The pigment is quite good, I'd say. So I'm placing this in my outer corner, and also with whatever is left on my brush I'm going to drag it towards my crease. I picked up a little bit more product to add in my crease. Should I do a cut crease, because I haven't done that in a while. I've used whatever is left on my brush to blend in my crease, but I think I'm going to add some kind of a transition as well. Okay, I'm taking a fluffy blending brush. This is a Juvia's Place 007 blending brush. And I'm going to take the shade here, this shade right here in the corner, to go in my crease to really make sure that I blend the edges well. So I'm applying this above that mauve shade that we first applied, and really diffuse the shadows into the skin. I kind of want to use a little bit of a deeper shade in my crease, so I'm going to take this dark brown here on a Morphe M506 brush, dust off a little bit of that excess, and again, starting from my outer corner, I'm going to build this towards my crease. So I'm placing the pigment in my outer corner, and then with whatever is left on my brush I'm going to bring it towards my crease. I just realized that I have a very weird order for eyeshadows, because I first apply the crease shade, then the transition shade, and then the deeper shade. So sorry I'm being messy. Dipping into the mauve again to really blend this crease situation, and then with the fluffy brush to really diffuse everything out. And I was able to blend these shades without too much effort. Now it's time for me to cut the crease, and I'm going to use a flat concealer brush and of course a concealer. This one is the Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser. I'm going to pick up a little bit of product on my brush, and I'm going to cut my crease a little bit above my natural one. And just bring it halfway on my lid. So I'm not doing a full cut crease. Like, I haven't done this in such a long time. To set the concealer in place, I'm going to use this golden shimmer here. This one is a Juvia's Place 002 Small Definer Brush. And let's see how this goes. Again, this is not crazy pigmented, but I'm going to build it up. So I'm really dipping into the product and picking up more each time. But after you build it up, it kind of looks nice. It just requires a little bit of work. And now I'm going to use this shade in the middle of my lid to transition between these two colors. And I think I'm also going to use the brush that comes with the palette. Let's just try it out. Dusting off a little bit of that excess, and let's see. The brush is quite nice, it's soft, it doesn't scratch my eye or anything. And I also like this shade. Okay, I'm taking my previous brush with that dark matte brown to blend the shimmer into the other corner. For my lower lash line, I'm going to switch things up a little bit just so I can try out more shades in this palette. And let me see. I'm going to use this shimmery brown. This brush is a Makeup Addiction smudge brush, and I'm literally going to smudge this shade on my lower lash line. I want to make my inner corners a little bit brighter, so I'm going to take this golden shade that is quite similar to the highlighter. Let's see if I can brighten things up a little bit. Yes, I can. This is beautiful. This looks a little bit lighter than the highlighter. And also a little bit brighter. I'm going to line my eyes, and I'm going to use the Sephora Collection Color Block Liner. This stuff is good. It lasts really well, and it's also very pigmented. But the wear time is just amazing. So from the corner of my eye, I'm going to do a line, kind of an extension of my waterline. And then I'm going to connect that to my lid. I want to add a black waterline, so I'm going to use the Sephora Collection 24-hour waterproof eye pencil in the shade Black Lace. And I'm just lining my waterline. I'm going to finish off this look by applying some mascara and lashes off camera, and I think I'm also going to do my lips off camera. And yeah, I'll be right back. And this is the finished look. I really hope you like it. I missed doing cut creases, apparently. About this little Sephora Collection palette, I really think it's a good palette. Of course, it's not outstanding or something like that, for a makeup lover like me, this doesn't spark as much joy in me. I would rather use like my, I don't know, my Nikki Tutorials palette or something a little bit more interesting looking, let's say. But I feel like this product would be amazing for a beginner, because if you're just starting out with makeup, you have the versatility in this palette. You have the face powders, which are really useful, and I really love how they look on the skin. The bronzer, highlighter and blush. And also you have a lot of options when it comes to eyeshadow. You can do daytime looks, nighttime looks, because you have a lot of variety here. Of course, it's mostly neutrals, but I feel like the average person, neutrals is all that you need. I really think it's a nice palette, especially for the price. And it's really useful. I like how they included the face and the eyeshadows all in one. It's really complete and versatile this way. And that's my opinion on this palette. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below. And also subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope you're having an amazing day. And I hope I'll see you in my next video. Bye!